What is up everyone? Today we'll show you some of the best budget knives for under 300 euros. You will be surprised how many options there is. So without further ado, let us begin. Starting off with the first knife of today, we have Talon Damascus steel in minimal wear condition for 270 euros, and in this example I combine it with duct tape gloves. Now obviously there are other options for gloves, I just think duct tapes look the cleanest. First of all, the gloves are very underrated and they really look good, as the white parts on the gloves pair incredibly well with the ivory handle and the silvery parts match the Damascus steel finish. Now obviously you are paying 270 euros for this, so if you don't really like the silvery white texture, you shouldn't go for this. But if that texture is for you, you like Damascus steels, then I think Talon is probably your best option for this budget. Up next, we have Bowie Gamma Doppler Phase 2 for just 180 euros. In this case, I combine it with finish line gloves. Incredibly underrated gloves because they're hard to pair with, but in this case, Bowie has these different accents on the handle which match one-to-one with the lime green on these gloves. Looks absolutely insane. Maybe you don't like the Bowies, but I think they look absolutely amazing. You have good animations, good look. Maybe size of the blade is not for everyone, I agree, but if you do like it, especially with the update that happened where you see both hands now, I think it looks really good, and the knife does look smaller this way. So if you like this combo, definitely don't shy from it and get it if you like it. Up next, we have a Huntsman Doppler Phase 3 for just 240 euros. Now in this case, I know it's a cyany phase, but a Huntsman is so big that you don't really see the cyan parts, it's just only in the middle, which is a bit sad, but it is what it is, it's a huge blade. So I went for the polygon gloves. Similar to the Doppler Phase 4, looks pretty much the same I would say, just a hint of this cyany blue in the middle. Up next we have Huntsman Black Laminate in factory new condition for 125 euros, combined with black tie gloves. Now obviously not much to say here, a black laminate knife is incredibly clean. Now maybe you just like the wooden texture, it is what it is, but to be honest you don't really see it much on a Huntsman, only the bottom part, and when you inspect it, I don't really mind it as it fits in nicely and the blade has a little bit of a different texture to it. It's not like a classic knife, it has a little bit of a different texture, like the blade also feels a bit worn. Looks absolutely amazing. These gloves are definitely your best options for black laminates and they're not even that expensive. Next up we have a Huntsman Gamma Doppler Phase 2 for just 230 euros, combined with spearmint gloves. Now I know the gloves cost a fortune, but it is what it is. I think they look the best. Now you got some other options obviously, but I don't know, they don't nothing really fits that nicely. So I would recommend going maybe for Nox gloves, so just ignore the blade and stick to the handle, matching the handle color, and then you have the blade pop out a lot more with Nox gloves. I think Huntsman knives overall are extremely underrated, hence why they're so cheap. It doesn't matter if the knife is cheap, if you think it looks good to you, by all means you should get it. Up next we have a flip knife vanilla in factory new condition for 215 euros, and I paired it with spruce DD pad gloves. I don't think people really like vanilla knives. They do have this classic feel to them, obviously, hence the vanilla name. I think they look good, especially when paired with gloves as these. They have a very similar color tone to the handle, especially of the flip knife. Now some vanilla knives are black on the handle, so it's a bit different depending on the knife obviously, but I think a flip knife is definitely a solid choice. It's a clean knife, doesn't really have animations, let's be real. The design is nice and it looks clean. Next up we have the Skeleton Blue Steel in field tested condition for 200 euros, combined with field agent gloves. Definitely the best gloves to pair with this knife. Now maybe you don't like the yellow, then I suggest going for Nox gloves. They're not really this dark blue, but they're similar. And to be honest, a Skeleton for this price range, especially in a good condition, that is insane. Very cheap and definitely underrated. Blue steel knives, probably some of my favorite. You know how it has these stains? It really looks like a rock from a meteorite. I really like that. And yeah, blue steels are definitely underrated. And if you do want one, then go for field agent gloves. Up next, we have a Bowie lore in factory new condition for 180 euros, combined with racing green gloves. Now I know people usually go for other gloves for lore knives, but racing greens are definitely a solid choice because you're pairing them with the handle of the knife. And every lore knife has a green handle, so keep that in mind. You're paying 180 euros for a factory new lore, which is really rare. Now if you don't like the gloves, you could go for Queen Jaguars. I think they look good. I used to have them with an M9 lore, same thing pretty much, looks nice. And again, Bowie knives are extremely underrated. Up next we have a flip knife Doppler Phase 3 for 270 euros, and in this case I paired it with Mogul gloves. Smaller bladed knives in Doppler Phase 3 do have a bit more shine to them because they're small, and in this case I went for Mogul gloves just because they have both this cyany blue and dark blue, which matches nicely with a doppler phase 3. Definitely recommend this. Again, flip knives are extremely clean, not really any animations. If you just like to look at the knife rather than inspect it all the time, then a flip knife is definitely for you, and a doppler phase 3 is extremely affordable for just 270 euros. Up next, we have a skeleton crimson web built as the condition for 285 euros. A bit more on the expensive side, but to be fair, a skeleton looks insanely clean with a crimson web finish. And of course, I paired it with crimson web gloves. They're affordable and they look nice. I know the knife is field tested, but you will see no scratches on a skeleton. Even if you get it in well-worn condition, you still won't see any scratches. But still, a field tested is a bit more nicer. And to be honest, if you want a crimson web knife, I think a skeleton is probably your best choice in terms of this budget. I mean, maybe not any knife, but most knives will be scratched in field tested condition in terms of crimson web finishes, so keep that in mind. Well, up next we have a flip knife case hardened in minimal wear condition for 160 euros, and I combined it with Badlands gloves. And the reason why I chose these gloves is because the pattern that I selected is a kind of a gold gem, not fully. These gloves are definitely your best choice when pairing with gold gem case hardens, especially when they have this different color shading. Like you have this light gold and dark yellow rather. Looks really clean, and I never see anyone use these gloves. And to be honest, you don't really see people use gold gems either. If you want to build yourself a gold gem inventory rather than a blue gem, which will be cheaper by the way, then definitely go for these gloves. Next up, we have a Bayonet Tiger Tooth in factory new condition for 260 euros, and of course I paired it with big game gloves. Probably the best gloves you can pair with a Tiger Tooth. Other than the stilettos, the stiletto has other gloves to pair with. Bayonet looks clean, has nice animations. Now of course the handle is bad because it's green. Plus side, you don't see it when you're not inspecting the knife or flipping it around. Looks insanely clean, the knife design is really nice, and for a Tiger Tooth, you're paying only 260 euros on a Bayonet, which is an incredible knife. Now the gloves are a bit more expensive, that's for sure, but if you like this combo, you should definitely consider it. It's a low tier budget Tiger Tooth knife, so you know, it's pretty good. Next up, we have Shadow Daggers Gamma Doppler Phase 3 for just 95 euros, combined with turtle gloves. Incredibly underrated, especially because they're so cheap. Again, I know Shadow Daggers are hated, but please do not shy away from them. You can build such a great combo with them. Again, it doesn't matter what other people think. If you think it looks good, it looks good. So turtle gloves are definitely your best choice here. They have the exact same color shading, color tone with these shadow daggers. As I said, the handle accents are different. To be honest, it looks pretty good for emeraldy combo. And lastly, for this video, we have Paracord Slaughter in factory new condition for just 140 euros. And I combine them with Resender Red gloves. Now, I really like these gloves. They don't fit one-to-one in terms of color. I think it looks pretty good. You're paying 140 euros for a Slaughter? Come on, that is so cheap. Now, maybe you don't like the Paracord. I don't see the reason why you wouldn't like it. It's a clean knife. Handle is very clean, and it has really nice animations. Sometimes when you pull it out, it's gonna flip it from left hand to right hand. It looks really nice, and I think paracords are also really underrated. The premium finishes like a Doppler, Fade, they're very cheap, and they are definitely overlooked because people don't really care about paracords, because you have karambits, talons, butterflies. That is the trend. If you're looking to buy yourself a budget knife that looks nice with a nice finish, Paracord is definitely your best choice right now. So there you have it, guys. Those are all of the knives for today. Now keep in mind, if you want to see more knives, more budget knives, then please comment it down below and I will make sure to make it happen. So if you enjoyed, consider hitting that like button because it truly helps me out a lot. And of course, subscribe if it's not too much to ask. Hopefully you found some knives for yourselves. And if you didn't, well, don't worry, because as I said, comment down below and I will make sure to make part 2. Have a nice day, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.